Hi, happy you're here. Get comfy and let's get started. Sit at My Grave, Season 2, Reflections, Chapter 18. Disbelief showed on his face. It was disappointing, but not entirely surprising. No? Reed questioned, his eyebrows scrunching. Reed, a lot of work went into tonight. The scout will want to talk to the leader of the band. We have to go back in, Emery told him. Give him my number, Reed muttered casually. Reed, are you serious? You're still gonna leave? Emery asked, voice getting a bit louder as frustration was setting in. I have to, Reed commented quietly. You have to, Emery scoffed, rolling her eyes. She leaned back in her chair before glaring at him. You don't! You choose to all the time! You did all this for what? To leave when you could finally be getting something back for the work you put in? Emery scolded, springing back up in her chair. Reed shrugged with his palms up. And stop acting so apathetic about it. You're getting what you want and you're running from it? Emery questioned him. I'm not running from anything. I can't just go back inside and pretend Arden's not missing. I'm wasting time by even sitting here talking about it. Reed replied back, mild irritation in his voice. Reed turned away from her while she continued on. For all we know, he left on his own, and is ignoring your messages on purpose. He wasn't exactly your biggest fan in there, Emery sassed with resentment. She was trying to hold back and be nice for Reed's big moment, but if he wasn't even going to stay, she might as well let him know how she really felt. Something happened. He didn't just leave like that. He wanted to see me play. Reed finally faced her again, his expression suggesting she was taking it too far. No, you wanted him to see you play. It's sad that you actually believe he wanted to be here himself, Emery mumbled. What? Reed questioned, squinting his eyes with a frown. Reed, I've asked you nicely to stay, but now I'm telling you, you're crazy if you leave, Emery yelled. Who cares if I leave? You're studying other stuff anyway. If the band doesn't work, it doesn't hurt you, Reed retorted back, becoming defensive. It does hurt me, Emery yelled, pointing back at herself. If you don't get your dream, it hurts me. It breaks my heart when you put these people before yourself all the time. I just want you to have something nice, Emery shouted. Reed released the tension a bit, with a sigh of blowing out some air. He scooted closer to Emery and hugged her. After a bit of calming silence, Emery spoke up. I love you, she muttered quietly, hugging him. She soaked in the warmth and serenity she felt when they embraced. After a moment, Reed leaned away from her a bit, only to cup the side of her face with one hand. He gently rubbed a thumb across her freckled cheek. You are my something nice, Reed told her softly, tapping her nose. And I love you the most, he said with a smirk. Not possible, Emery whispered back, touching his face, a grin growing on hers as she rubbed her fingers across the piercing in his eyebrow. You're leaving? Emery almost stated the question as their eyes met each other. Are you coming with me? Reed tried again. Emery yanked away from him, crossing her arms. You jerk, she spat. Reed reached for her, trying to close their distance, but she got off his car this time, slamming the door, sending a rush of wind in his face as she prepared to walk away. Emery, baby, don't be mad, Reed called out for her, rolling down his window. Don't leave, she yelled back nastily. The band was a major part, but this was an ongoing thing. She didn't want to admit it did hurt a little that he still wouldn't make the decision to stay this time, even after she practically begged him. It was embarrassing. Fights like these weren't frequent, but they did happen more often than Emery would like. She kept telling herself she understood, but at times she really didn't. The things Reed told her about his childhood were alarming. The things said and done to him. She could see the traumatic attachment, but then again, sometimes she questioned herself why he didn't just run away from it all. I'm gonna come back, Reed promised her. I don't care, she sassed back, turning around to make a face at him. You look cute like that, he called, teasing her. She just rolled her eyes, placing a hand on her hip as she waltzed away, going back into the club. Reed sent a text to Eric to make sure Emery got back in with them okay. It wasn't much he was worried about Ted at this point, but just in case. And with that, he drove off, hoping he really was the one freaking out a little too much, or just messing with Reed or something. He was okay too.